No 30-day claim letter? In Florida, your landlord can forfeit the right to keep your deposit. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to confirm there was truly no notice, how to send a no notice demand that cites Florida law, and what to do next if they still don't pay. I'm Tammi Calarco, a Florida landlord-tenant attorney. I've represented both sides in these disputes, so I know when landlords mess up. I imagine you clicked on this video because it's been weeks since you moved out and your landlord hasn't sent anything about your deposit. Most renters think no news means just wait or it's gone. But that's wrong. In Florida, no timely notice from your landlord can mean no legal claim on your deposit. Here's the quick overview. First, a quick checklist to confirm you got no notice. Second, draft the no notice demand that works. Third, send a certified so it counts legally. Fourth, if they still won't pay, escalate cleanly. I've handled these fights across Florida for years. I know the traps, I know the mistakes, and I know what works. I also know that your deposit might just be next month's rent, or that you needed to pay off the deposit you borrowed for the new place. Silence from your old landlord is exhausting. You're wondering if you should just give up. Don't. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to enforce a clear rule in the Florida statutes, calmly and in writing. Just know this is for Florida residential law, and it is just general educational information, not legal advice for your specific situation. Before you swing, check the mailbox and your spam folder. Think missing that 30-day deadline is just an oversight? Some landlords do it purposely. They'll bet you won't notice. Landlords sometimes claim, "We sent it." If you did get a notice, you'll need the objection letter I went through in my last video. So spend 2 minutes to be bulletproof. Check number 1, your physical mail. I know a lot of people feel like the only thing they get in the mail these days is junk mail. But you really need to look back over the last few weeks for an envelope labeled with notice of intent to impose a claim. If your landlord mailed it, it should have come as a certified letter, meaning someone had to sign off that they received it. But that doesn't necessarily mean it had to be you. So check with your family or roommates at the time. If your building has a mailroom, ask if a certified slip came and expired. Check number 2, lease notice clause. If you're sure a letter never arrived, go back and look at your lease for a notices section. You may have signed the lease with a clause that says notices can be sent by email to a specific email address. So check number 3, that email inbox. Search everywhere. Junk, spam, promotions, and even deleted items for anything from the landlord. And check 4, your forwarding address. Did you give one to the landlord or set up forwarding with the post office? If not, Florida generally expects mailing it to your last known address. So if the landlord didn't have your new address, it's possible it went to your old one. Right now, go through all these checks. Did you get any letter or email about your deposit? Any certified mail at all? If, after those checks, you still have no notice by day 30, your demand will stand on solid ground. So if you didn't get notice by day 30, what do? Demand your full deposit. Most people think they need to be polite and ask for the deposit when the landlord breaks a law. But why? This is not an objection letter. That's for when you did get a claim notice. Here, it's a demand for your full deposit because they missed the deadline. Keep it to 1 page with 5 parts. Part 1, the header and the lease info. Your name, the rental address, and unit, lease, end or move out date, and the date of your letter. Part 2, a simple statement of facts. My tenancy ended on such and such a date. I have not received my notice of intent to impose a claim within 30 days of move out. And Part 3, point to the law. Under Florida Statute 83.49, subsection 3, a landlord who fails to timely notice forfeits any claim to the deposit. And Part 4, demand and deadline. I demand the immediate return of my full security deposit in the amount of whatever it is within 7 days of your receipt of this letter. And Part 5, next step notice. If unpaid by that date, I will pursue all available remedies, including small claims court. You're not threatening, you're invoking a clear rule. That's the whole structure. Short, factual, and statute backed. But now that you have it written, how do you make sure they get it? Certified mail with tracking turns your demand into proof. Do you think a regular email or text message will get their attention? They've been ignoring you for weeks. Certified mail is how you prove delivery and start your deadline. Now, technically, you don't have to send it certified, but when you do, you get a receipt that you sent it and can also get a receipt to know when it was delivered. That makes your demand all the more powerful. Here's how to send it so it counts. Step 1, use certified mail with return receipt. Go to the post office. When you ask for certified mail with return receipt, you'll get a tracking number so you can get proof of delivery. You should find that in your lease. Step 2, use the proper address. Send it to the address for notices. That should be listed in your lease or to the landlord's official business address. Step 3, keep copies. Save the letter, post office receipt, tracking page, and return receipt, and also snap a photo of the sealed envelope before you mail it. And step 4, attach helpful proof. You can include a line like move out photos attached, or attach a few key photos, or proof you gave a proper forwarding address. Now, understand your leverage. After day 30, if the landlord missed the 30-day notice, in most cases, they may not take money from your deposit. Under Florida law, they should return 100%. If they truly believe they have damages, if there's still some dispute, they have to sue you separately after returning your full deposit. Again, after returning your full deposit. But what happens if you follow the process, make your demand, and they still don't respond? No responses from your landlord. Now let the court do the talking. Some landlords double down, even when they're wrong. But why give them more chances to ignore you? You don't need drama. You need the next step. If you gave them 7 days in your demand letter, you can send them a final reminder. But if they still don't pay, it's time to talk to an attorney, like me. People worry about going to court because they'll have to pay attorney's fees. But what they often don't realize is that if you have to take your landlord to court and win, the landlord has to give you your deposit back, plus pay your attorney's fees. And while there are never any guarantees, a good attorney is going to look at the facts of your case and know if you've got a strong case or not. And because the law in Florida is very cut and dry with timeliness, if your landlord didn't send you the claims letter, you have a good chance it's worth fighting. Now let me read you a solid no-notice demand. October 5, 2025, demand for return of security deposit. Put your address. My tenancy ended on August 31, 2025. It has been more than 30 days since I vacated, and I have not received any written notice of intent to impose a claim. This demand is made pursuant to Florida Statute 83.49, subsection 3. Because no timely notice was provided, you forfeit any claim to the deposit. I demand the immediate return of my full security deposit of $1,500 within 7 days of your receipt of this letter. If the deposit is not returned, I will pursue all available remedies, including small claims. Sincerely, put your name. That's it. Short, factual, statute-backed, exactly what you need when there was no notice. Now, if you want some more help on how to handle a security deposit dispute with your landlord, download our Florida Tenant Security Deposit Dispute Kit. Inside, you'll get no notice demand template, the 15-30-15 timeline explainer, evidence checklist for backup proof, and copy-paste lines that can work. The link is in the description. Grab it now. The clock is your friend if you act soon. If you need help or the facts are unusual, the thank you page has a link to book a consultation with my team. In the next video, we'll map out Small Claims Court 101, when to file, what to bring, and how to tell your timeline story so a judge can rule quickly. Until then, I'm Tammi Calarco, your Florida landlord-tenant attorney. And remember, silence isn't a dead end, it's your leverage.